Hello and welcome to another BZPower set review. I am BZPower reporter Xccj, and today I am reviewing the Series 5 Klinkers Mixels 41536 Gox, 41537 Jinky, and 41538 Kamzo. So you can see there's the characters on the front. The clear part showing some of the pieces, and the cartoon version in the top corner. These guys have some cool new backgrounds that's different from the other Mixels, very industrialized. On the back, you can see the 3 Klinkers and the Klinkers Max they create, as well as the other Mixels in Series 5. So first you have Gox here, who has some spindly legs and arms and a gear for the back of the head. You also have Jinky with his long arms and giant jaw. And then we have Kamzo, who has a big giant head and a big hand. So these are fairly steampunky Mixels, which are pretty cool. And lots of browns and grays going on. So let's see what's inside the bags. Okay, so here we have the pieces for Gox, Jinky, and Kamzo. Gox has 62 pieces in total, with a lot of blacks and grays, only a little bit of brown and gold. Jinky has 59 pieces in total, a little bit more brown, some gold, but still a lot of grays. And then finally, Kamzo only has 58 pieces, a lot more grays, a little bit of brown, a lot of gold studs. Among some of the interesting pieces, for Gox, you have the Hero Factory claw. Unfortunately, this isn't the same design as the Skull Spiders in Bionicle, but I guess it's cool that you have a couple of these. He comes with black gear, some of the joint pieces. Gox also comes with the Nixel, so it gets some extra pieces in that regard. And everybody's favorite, the ball joint eyepiece. As far as Jinky is concerned, the exhaust vent is a cool piece that he comes with. Additionally, he comes with some of these cheese slopes. It's hard to tell. It looks like gray, but it's kind of a silver combination. Jinky comes with 3. Gox also comes with 3. And Jinky also has the brown 1x2 curved slope, among some other pieces, the small tile eye. Finally, moving to Kamzo, we get the silver color again in the 1x4 curved arch, as well as the 2x2 curved slope. So I think these pieces might have been in that color before, but it's pretty interesting. We got round plates, some more blacks and browns, gold studs as mentioned. Also this eye print with kind of the eyelid printed on. This came in a 1 Mixel set in the last series, but you get 2 of them here. Plus some gears. So quite a few interesting pieces. There aren't a whole lot of colors, mostly some brown and gold highlights in each, but even those are rather limited. But you do get between 58 and 63 pieces, plus a few small extras. So now let's see what they put together. And here we have the Klinkers Mixels. Gox, Jinky, and Cosmo. Plus a few extra pieces. So first, let's look at Gox. He has these long arms, but the big point of him is he has the clawed legs. So he's like part robot. It's on a turntable here, so he can spin around, whee, which is kind of nice. He has an elbow joint on his arms, so fairly flexible, and 3 fingers each. So he can move and grab some stuff. He has this kind of nice tooth, plus a golden mustache, which is a nice feature. He does have the gear on the back of his head, and while some of the gears in the Klinkers don't really do much, that is not the case for Gox, where you turn it and his eye spins. Woohoo! So that's kind of a neat feature, keeping it fairly simple, but fun, adding some play value to the set. He's a little bit harder to pose with his clawed legs. You can definitely get him in some different positions, but there's always a little bit of a balance issue, especially since the turntable is pretty free, so he's always spinning around no matter what. So that can kind of hurt posability. But he's definitely an interesting character. He also comes with the Nixel. It's the same design that was used a lot in the last wave. So it's simple, it's there. Nothing to be excited about. Next is Jinky. He is definitely an interesting character and is probably my favorite of the group. He has this big gaping mouth with teeth on both sides, a little wheel on the top of his head to turn him on or off, I guess. He has the exhaust joints and he uses them as arms, so it gives him quite a long reach. I think this might be the longest reach of any Mixel. He does have the joint at the elbow and then here, so it's a fair amount of movement. His legs also have two joints, one up here and one down here. So nice range of motion. I should also point out that the ball joint is actually built into the hips to the body, so he can move his legs forward and back. A lot of Mixel characters don't have it that way, so it's pretty nice. And his overall look just looks like a hunchback. Like he has these big giant shoulders and really long arms, so it looks like he can go grab stuff, lift it up, and carry it around. So he definitely has a lot of character, a lot of practicality to him, and I just like the expression on his face. You can't really change it much, but I think it works great for his character. Finally, we have Kamzo. Kamzo is pretty much just a really big head, and they use these curved slopes to really give it a round look to it. Unfortunately for Kamzo, he has the sockets as the hips. So he can't move his feet forward and backward much, only kind of sprawled out like this. So that's unfortunate. He has 2 gears on his head, and while they do spin independently, they don't really do anything. So it would have been nicer if we had some sort of actual geared contraption in some of these Mixels, but I guess we'll have to build that in ourselves. The big thing for Kamzo is he has 2 different arms. The left one is pretty puny, just an Exoforce arm. His right one is a little bit stronger. It has this big giant claw, and this is built onto a turntable, so it also spins. And it has 2 joints here. The back is a little empty, which is unfortunate. You could have filled this in a little bit. That would have been nice. But it definitely gives the appearance of a very large head from this side. Plus, the tiles here are put on a jumper, making it easy to switch out his expression. He just looks sad, but he can also look happy. Or he could be angry. So that's a nice range of expressions for him. So these are the 3 Klinker characters. Definitely have some cool steampunk feel to them. The gears work, even though, as we saw, there's not a whole lot of brown and gold in each of them. The pieces are spread out enough that you definitely see the colors, so it definitely highlights over the grays and blacks, so that's nice. And a fair amount of posability for all of them, and some cool looks, and yeah, they definitely each all have their own character. But what does the Klinkers Max look like? Well, let's find out. And here we have it, the Klinkers Max. A fair amount of extra pieces, but it seems like less than with other Mixel characters, so looks like they put a lot into this guy, which is nice. He definitely looks like a big lumbering fellow. Giant legs, fairly detailed with the silver and gold bits showing. A big mean face. His eye is on another turntable, so here he looks a little disgruntled, but you just turn it a little bit, and he's happy. Or like this, and he's, yeah, I don't know what he is. Big giant arms with hands, so that's pretty nice. You know, I have to take back my words. He has a gear function. I'll have to take it apart so you can see, but the gears are here. You turn this one, and his shoulders rotate, just like the Toa. So from this standpoint, you can rotate on his back, and his arms go up and down. And it has this little turn level on the back. So, you know what? It's a well-designed function, and I'm really impressed that they pulled it off here. I also like that it's nicely hidden. The top is closed off. You can kind of see it from the back, but it's like not out there. So, yeah, it's just very cleverly integrated into the build, and it gives him suddenly a whole lot more action features. So, He has a lot of movement in the arms with the rotating shoulder. Some of the silver pieces are used to decorate his shoulders. And then, you know, the fingers. He does have the socket at the hips, so he can't move his legs forward and backwards. But they're long enough that they give him some nice height. And he has one of the exhaust vents attached to his back and the wheel on the top of his head. So overall, he's a fairly imposing character. He can take the Mixel and wah! Smash, smash, smash. So yeah, fairly interesting character. So thanks for watching this set review on the Klinkers Mixels. Make sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can stay tuned for more BZPower set reviews. And you can view the full text and picture review on BZPower.com. Thanks again for watching.